the outside, when its leader is in the diaspora. It's complicated. Now, there is a way that I've actually announced in a research paper that I've written, and that angered the regime a great deal, also as the MEK, so it tells me that I can't be too far off. Well, I'm actually posing this, and Iranians have been unhappy with me because they're saying, oh, don't tell us what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, I'm trying to give you options. You are free to do whatever. If you consider that the 1980 constitution that came about by way of a referendum, courtesy of Khomeini, was engineered consent because he lied. People could not read and write properly back then too. And under international law, engineered consent is illegal. And therefore, whatever has been signed or contracted is not valid. Then the constitution of 1906 is still valid. Why does it matter? Not because I think that 1906 is a great idea, because it allows you to have continuity. It allows too for the Queen Regent, Queen Farah, who was made regent by her husband, the late Shah, to act on behalf of, because she's still Queen Regent and she can. Now, in order for the Crown Prince to have any legitimacy, and I would say to have the legal right to stand and speak on behalf of the Crown, it needs to be crowned Shah. That can only happen at the seat of government. Now, the seat of government doesn't exist. It's in Tehran. There's no such thing as free Iran anymore, except a land was purchased by the late Shah in Tel Aviv. History is funny. That technically belongs to the Crown. Still, it doesn't belong to the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Or sort of an embassy.
It was meant to be the ground of an embassy. It's in Tel Aviv. Now, a government in exile could be called by the Queen from that piece of land in Tel Aviv, because it's the only sovereign land that belongs to the Crown today. Now, if that should happen, if the Crown Prince was to be crowned Shah on that piece of land, which, by the way, has beautiful symmetry if you look at Persia and Israel's history. If you read our story, Queen Esther, Cyrus's Accords, Daniel, all that, there's a beautiful circle that is begging to be closed. That means that all those beautiful embassies of the Islamic Republic would lose all authority, and therefore diplomatic community could be recalled. That would be interesting to see what happens more. You would force the West to put its money where its mouth is. Do you stand with a free Iran, a liberated Iranian people, or do you stand with the mullahs? That would be the only question to be answered.